All right, let's talk about the 2025 Hyundai Kona. Think of this as your personal walkthrough, a quick guide to get you up and running with your new ride.
So you just got your brand new Kona. Awesome. You've got the keys in your hand, you're looking at this amazing new car. Now what? Well, let's get you acquainted. We're gonna dive right in. Let's treat this as your very first drive together. We'll go through all the essentials, getting in, getting comfortable, connecting your phone, and even touching on some of those really cool safety features.
Okay, first things first, let's get inside. Your Kona actually gives you a few different ways to get in, which is pretty handy depending on the situation.
So, you've got a few options here. There's the smart key, which you're probably familiar with, lock, unlock, remote start, the whole shebang. Then you've got the digital key that uses the sensor in the door handle. And, of course, the good old-fashioned mechanical key, your foolproof backup plan. Now, what happens if your smart key battery dies? No panic necessary. You just pull the door handle like you normally would, and inside there's a little release button. Press that and the cover comes right off, revealing the keyhole. It's such a clever, simple design that could really save you in a pinch.
All right, we're in. Now, before we even touch that start button, let's get you set up. Getting your seat, mirrors, and climate just right is super important for a comfortable and safe drive.
Okay, seats. Whether you've got the power or manual ones, you can do all the basics. Slide forward and back, adjust the height, and tilt the seat back. But here's the key difference. If you have the power seats, the driver gets adjustable lumbar support. Trust me, on a long drive, that is an absolute game changer for your back. Now for climate control. Honestly, the auto button is going to be your best friend. Just set the temperature you want, and the car takes care of the rest. That sync button, super handy. It just makes the passenger's side match whatever the driver has set. And, of course, you've got those essential one-touch buttons for the front and rear defrosters to clear things up fast.
Okay, you're comfortable, you're cool. Now let's turn our attention to the main event, the digital cockpit, and how to get this thing started. This is super important if you're new to a push-button start. Here's the deal. With your foot off the brake, the first press gets you ACC mode. So you can listen to the radio. Press it again, and you're in on mode. But to actually start the engine, you've got to have your foot firmly on the brake when you press that button. So you start the car and bam, a whole bunch of lights flash on the dashboard. It can look a little overwhelming, right? But don't worry, there's a really simple way to understand what they all mean. It's actually as easy as a traffic light. Seriously. If you see red, that means stop and pay attention right away. We're talking brake fluid, oil pressure, stuff you can't ignore. Yellow is your caution light, a warning for things like low tire pressure or the check engine light. And green or blue, that just means a feature is on, like your headlights are on or cruise control is active. Simple as that. All right, let's get to one of the most important things you'll do in your new car, getting your phone connected. Let's walk through how to do it. For just your basic calls and music streaming over Bluetooth, it's super easy. On the car screen, go into Setup, then Device Connections, and hit Add New. Then grab your phone, make sure Bluetooth is on, and you should see your Kona pop up in the list. Just tap on it, make sure the codes match on both screens, and you're all set. Now, if you want the full-on wireless Apple CarPlay or Android Auto experience, which you probably do, there's just one tiny extra thing to do. First, in the car settings, make sure Use Wi-Fi connection is turned on. Then, instead of device connections, you're going to go to phone projection and add your phone from there. It uses both Bluetooth and Wi-Fi to make the magic happen, so just follow the steps on your phone and the car screen. This is where things get really cool. Your Kona is loaded with tech that basically acts like a co-pilot, making your drive way easier and, more importantly, safer. Let's check out some of the highlights. So you can actually change how the car feels to drive. Normal mode is your everyday, smooth, and comfortable setting. Feeling a little zippier? Pop it into Sport. It tightens up the steering and makes the engine feel more responsive. And if you've got the all-wheel drive version, Snow mode is a lifesaver, helping you stay stable when the roads get slick. Okay, Smart Cruise Control is an absolute game changer, especially for road trips or traffic. It's so simple. You hit the main cruise control button to turn it on, use the little toggle switch to set your speed, and then, this is the cool part, you press the distance button to pick how much space you want between you and the car ahead. The Kona does the rest, speeding up and slowing down for you. Now, these two sound almost the same, but they have very different jobs. Think of it this way. Lane Following Assist, or LFA, actively helps you stay centered in the lane. It's like a gentle guide. Lane Keeping Assist, or LKA, is more like a guardrail. It only kicks in to help prevent you from drifting out of the lane. And here's the trick to remember.
A short press on the steering wheel button turns on LFA, while a long press turns on LKA. This is probably one of the most important safety systems in the whole car. Basically, forward collision avoidance assist is like having an extra set of eyes on the road for you. It's always watching for cars, pedestrians, or cyclists ahead. If it thinks a collision is possible, it'll warn you. And if you don't react in time, it can actually hit the brakes for you to help avoid or lessen an impact. All right, we've arrived at our destination, but the cool features don't stop. Let's look at a couple of finishing touches that make parking and unpacking a breeze. You know that moment, right? You're walking up to your car, you've got grocery bags in both hands, maybe a kid's backpack, and your keys are buried somewhere in your pocket. Ugh. Well, the Kona has an amazing solution for that exact problem. It's the hands-free smart liftgate, and it is awesome. First, you just have to make sure it's turned on in the vehicle settings. After that, as long as the car is locked and the key is on you, say in your pocket or purse, all you have to do is walk up to the back and stand there for about 3 seconds. You'll hear a few beeps, and it opens all by itself. No weird kicking motion required, just pure convenience. And there you have it. Your first drive is in the books. We've gone over the big stuff, but honestly, this is just scratching the surface. So now it's your turn. As you really start to live with your new Kona, what's the one feature you think is going to be a total game changer for you? Go find out and enjoy the ride.